You ever get that feeling? You're lying in bed, you're scrolling your phone, you're breathing, but you're not really living. And deep down, you know it. You were meant for more than this. Not more likes, not more stuff, not more noise. More life, more presence, more courage, more meaning. But somewhere along the way, you forgot. You started caring too much about what they think. You started chasing things you don't even want. You started numbing every fear, every doubt, every dream, and now you wake up tired. You go to work tired. You laugh at things you don't even find funny. You chase goals that aren't even yours. You tell yourself, this is normal. But a part of you, the part they couldn't kill, knows the truth. You are wasting the only life you will ever have. Here's the brutal truth the world won't tell you. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody will build your life for you. Nobody owes you a thing. If you want a life you are proud of, you have to build it yourself, piece by piece, virtue by virtue, choice by painful choice. In the blueprint, it's ancient, tested, proven. It's called Stoicism, and it's not about being emotionless. It's about being unbreakable. It's about reclaiming your life from fear, from doubt, from distraction, and shaping it with your own two hands. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be comfortable, but it will be real. It will be yours. No more borrowed dreams. No more living by default. You're here to remember what you forgot. You are powerful beyond measure, and you have work to do. Let's begin. Your life doesn't fall apart in one moment. It crumbles in silence. One easy choice at a time, one lie you tell yourself at a time. You lose your life. Every time you scroll instead of act. Every time you swallow your truth to fit in. Every time you numb your discomfort instead of facing it. Every time you say tomorrow to the things that matter most. And you don't even notice, because the world calls it normal. These are the real killers of your life. 1. Fear disguised as comfort. You call it playing it safe. You call it waiting for the right time. You call it being realistic. But it's fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of pain. The Stoics knew it is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius, you are dying slowly while trying to stay safe. 2. Laziness disguised as self-care. You say you're taking a break. You say you're protecting your energy. But are you, or are you hiding, procrastinating, seduced by comfort? Seneca warned, while we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away. Self-care isn't escape. It's discipline. True self-care is building the life you won't need to escape from. 3. Envy disguised as ambition. You see someone win, and instead of being inspired, you feel bitter. You say you want success, but what you really want is to beat someone else, to prove something. The Stoics remind us, if you seek fulfillment outside yourself, you will always be at the mercy of fortune. Ambition fueled by envy is a prison. Ambition fueled by purpose is freedom. Know the difference. 4. Approval disguised as connection. You post, you wait, you check the likes, you chase comments, followers' applause. You call it connection, but it's addiction. A Stoic connects first with their own soul, not strangers. Don't tie your happiness to what other people think. Epictetus, you will never find peace by begging for validation. 5. Numbing disguised as living. Parties, binge watching, mindless consumption, endless scrolling. You're not living, you're hiding. You don't feel alive because you've forgotten how to feel anything at all. And every night you numb yourself. You drift further from the life you were meant to live. Face it, if you're not proud of your life right now, it's not because you were cursed. It's not because you were unlucky. It's because somewhere along the way, you traded purpose for comfort, discipline for distraction, meaning for numbness. And every day you stay asleep, the cost grows higher. Your dreams decay. Your strength atrophies. Your soul rusts. But here's the thing. If you built this prison, you can tear it down. And you will. Not tomorrow, not when you're ready. Now, brick by brick, choice by choice, virtue by virtue, just like the Stoics did. The Stoics didn't write to sound smart. They wrote to survive, to endure heartbreak, to conquer fear, to build a life that even death couldn't steal from them. And they left behind a blueprint, a simple, brutal, beautiful way to live. 1. Master yourself before you master anything else. Everyone today is obsessed with control. Control your income, control your image, control your reputation. But the Stoics knew, first control yourself. Your thoughts, your reactions, your desires. If you can't master yourself, the world will master you. For you seek power outside, win the war inside. 2. Live by virtue, not by emotion. Feelings are weather. Virtue is foundation. Marcus Aurelius ruled during plagues, betrayals, and wars. But he didn't make decisions based on rage, fear, or despair. He asked one thing: is this in line with justice, courage, wisdom, temperance? If yes, he acted. If no, Therese, he didn't. Imagine if you lived like that, not led by moods, not dragged by gossip, not paralyzed by fear, but guided daily by a simple internal compass. 3. Choose pain on purpose. Pain is inevitable. You can wait for life to hit you, or you can hit yourself first, on your terms. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, sleeping on hard floors, fasting when food was plenty, walking in harsh weather, not to suffer, but to train. Because the man who has practiced suffering laughs at misfortune when it comes. You want to be unbreakable? Then choose your hardships, or life will choose them for you. But tool 4, focus only on what you control. Your opinion about yourself, yours. Your actions, yours. Your effort today, yours. Their gossip, not yours. Their opinion, not yours. The pieces, not yours. Every second you spend on what you don't control is a second you rip from your own life. Epictetus taught, freedom is the only worthy goal in life, and freedom is achieved by controlling your own mind. Guard your gates. 5, expect everything. Be surprised by nothing. Most people fall apart because they think life shouldn't be this hard. The Stoic expects it. Betrayal, expected. Delay, expected. Loss, expected. Hardship, expected. And when it comes, they are not shocked. They are not broken. They meet life like an old opponent. They nod and respond. Train your mind to expect difficulty. You'll be free the day it stops surprising you. 6, live as if death is at your shoulder, memento mori. Remember, you could leave life today. This isn't depressing. It's awakening. When you hold death close, you stop wasting time. You say what needs to be said. You build what needs to be built. You cut the fake, the shallow, the meaningless. You live real. You live fully. Because you know time isn't promised. It's borrowed. And it runs out. Fast. This is the Stoic blueprint. It's not about feeling better. It's about becoming better. It's about living so fiercely, so clearly, so intentionally, that when death finally comes, you will greet it like an old friend, not with regret, not with panic, but with peace, because you didn't just exist, you lived. Greatness isn't built in grand moments. It's built in silence. In mornings you don't want to wake up. In workouts you don't want to finish. In conversations you don't want to have. Brick by brick, choice by choice. You are building your fortress, or you are tearing it down. Every day, here's how a modern Stoic fights his daily battles. 1. Win the morning before the world grabs you, before notifications, before headlines, before other people's problems crash into you. You wake, you breathe, you claim your mind. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Write one line of gratitude. Visualize the obstacles you might face and how you'll respond. Set one clear intention rooted in virtue, not emotion. The world wants you reactive. You stay sovereign. 2. Guard your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Attention is the new gold, and everyone's trying to steal yours. A Stoic guards focus like a warrior guards his sword. Limit your inputs. Say no more than you say yes. Choose deep work over dopamine hits. Stop giving energy to things you can't control. You become what you focus on. Focus wisely. 3. Master the gap between stimulus and response. Someone offends you, cuts you off, gossips behind your back. Pause. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. Your reaction defines your power. Practice the Stoic pause. Breathe once. Ask, was this worth my peace? Respond, malboss, je ne sois, or don't. Impulse is weakness. Response is strength. 4. Choose one voluntary hardship every day. The body becomes strong through resistance. The mind is no different. Pick one thing daily that stretches your comfort zone. Take the cold shower. Fast for a few hours longer. Speak the uncomfortable truth. Do the workout when you don't feel like it. Sit with loneliness instead of numbing it. Hard things recalibrate your soul. Each voluntary hardship is another brick in your fortress. 5. Reflect brutally, correct quickly. Every night, don't numb, don't escape. Reflect, ask, where did I act with courage? Where did I let fear win? Where did I embody wisdom? Where did I slip into emotion over reason? Own it, learn from it. Forgive yourself, move forward sharper. Reflection is your whetstone. Grind your soul against it daily. 6. Prepare to lose. Everything. Everything you love is borrowed. Your health, your money, your people. A Stoic doesn't cling. He loves fiercely and prepares to release. He lives with the quiet awareness, I could lose this today. And that makes him grateful, not entitled, present, not distracted, courageous, not afraid. Loss cannot destroy the prepared mind. 7. Live your code, not your moods. Feelings will lie, moods will betray you, but your code, it stays. Define it, refine it, live it. Examples. I will act with courage, even when I'm afraid. I will speak truth, even when it costs me. I will choose effort over excuses. I will own my actions, not blame others. Your code is your compass, especially when the storms come. You don't have to rebuild your life in a day, but today, right now, you can lay one brick, one act of discipline, one moment of courage, one breath of clarity, brick by brick, day by day. You aren't just surviving anymore. You are building. You won't lose because of the world. You'll lose if you lose to yourself. The real enemies aren't outside. They live inside. Fear, doubt, laziness, excuses, shame. If you want a life you're proud of, you must learn to fight and crush these enemies daily. Here's how. 1. Fear, the whisper that freezes you. Fear is the first enemy. It whispers, what if you fail? What will they think? What if you lose everything? Fear feeds on your imagination. It grows in silence. The Stoic answer? Name it, face it, shrink it. Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Ask, is this danger real? Is it happening now? Is it within my control? If not, starve it. Fear dies when exposed to reason. 2. Doubt, the voice that undermines you. You start strong. You believe. Then doubt creeps in. Maybe I'm not good enough, Bevan. Maybe it's too late. Maybe I'm not meant for this. Doubt loves hesitation. The longer you hesitate, the louder it gets. The Stoic answer, act before the doubt multiplies. Take one step, say one word, finish one small thing. Momentum murders doubt. You're stronger than you think. But you'll never know if you don't move. 3. Laziness, the thief dressed as comfort. Laziness doesn't show up shouting. It whispers, you deserve a break. You've worked hard enough. Tomorrow will be better. And you listen, and you delay your life by one more day. And another. The Stoic answer? Discipline over comfort. Always. Move your body when you don't feel like it. Finish the task when it feels boring. Stand up when your soul says sit. Comfort is the slowest poison. Fight back daily. 4. Excuses, the chains you build for yourself. Excuses feel logical. Excuses feel safe, but they are self-made prisons. The Stoic answer? Brutal ownership. Marcus Aurelius never blamed fate. Epictetus never blamed slavery. Seneca never blamed Nero. They looked in the mirror and said, I am responsible for my mind. No one owes you progress. No one owes you understanding. No one owes you success. Own it all or lose it all. 5. Shame, the poison that paralyzes growth. Shame doesn't scream. It whispers, who do you think you are? You fail before you'll fail again. You're broken. Why even try? It wraps around your dreams like chains. The Stoic answer? Separate actions from identity. You made mistakes? Good. You fell down? Oh, excellent. You would hurt on others? Acknowledge it. But you are not your worst moment. You are what you choose next. Learn, correct, grow, without self-pity, without self-destruction. The Stoic battle cry. When fear whispers, move anyway. When doubts scream, act anyway. When laziness tempts, discipline anyway. When excuses rise, own it anyway. When shame haunts, rebuild anyway. Because a fortress isn't built in good weather. It's built in battle. You are at war with yourself. And every battle you win inside, you win outside. Brick by brutal brick. Pain is part of life. Loss is part of life. Failure is part of life. But collapse, that's optional. The Stoics didn't deny pain. They transcended it. And so can you. 1. Loss, loving without clinging. You will lose people, friends, family, lovers. Some will leave by choice, some by death, some by betrayal. You cannot stop it, but you can prepare for it. The Stoic practices amor fati, love of fate. You love fully, while knowing it could end. You cherish deeply, without pretending it's forever. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius, hold nothing too tightly. Love like it's the last day, because one day it will be. Gratitude sharpens presence. Acceptance softens grief. 2. Failure, redefining the game. Most people think failure means you weren't good enough. You're a fraud. You should quit. Wrong. Failure means you dared. Failure means you lived. Failure means you are becoming. Seneca said, difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. Failure is feedback. Failure is training. You're not defined by your defeats. You're forged by them. Fall, rise, repeat. There is no other path. 3. Pain, choosing how you carry it. Pain breaks some, it builds others. Same storm, different sailor. The Stoic doesn't pray for no pain. He prays for the strength to carry it with dignity. You lost someone, you lost a dream, you lost a version of yourself. Good. You are being remade. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and you have the power to revoke that at any moment. Marcus Aurelius, pain is a blacksmith. Let it forge you. The Stoic way through pain, feel it fully without self-pity. Accept it completely, without resistance. Learn from it fiercely, without blame. Carry it wisely, without letting it define you. Pain is not your identity, it's your teacher. You don't avoid it, you don't deny it, you honor it, and move forward sharper. Final Stoic mindset. You will lose, you will hurt, you will fail. Good. You are being sculpted. And the parts of you that survive, the courage, the integrity, the clarity, those are the parts worth keeping. Pain doesn't have the final word. You do. You are going to do. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but the clock is ticking and you don't get to know how much sand is left. This is not meant to scare you. This is meant to wake you up. The Stoics didn't fear death. They kept it close, whispering in their ear, sharpening every decision. Because when you remember death, you stop wasting time. You stop fighting stupid battles. You stop chasing approval. You stop numbing your life away. You stop living someone else's dream. You start living like it matters. Because it does. Memento mori. Remember you must die. It's not morbid. It's not depressing. It's clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Imagine carrying that awareness all day. Would you hold that grudge? Would you skip that hug? Would you delay that dream? Would you stay quiet when you needed to speak? You wouldn't. You'd move differently, speak differently, live differently. You'd live urgently. You'd live honestly. You'd live fully. The illusion you must destroy. Most people live like they have infinite time. I'll fix that relationship later. I'll chase my dream when life slows down. I'll start living when I have more money, more time, more confidence. And then they die, full of regrets, full of apologies they never made, full of chances they never took, full of life they never lived. You want peace at the end? Then live now like you will be called to account tonight. The Stoic life strategy. Say what you need to say. Do what you are called to do. Cut the noise, the drama, the fake urgency. Show up fully, girl, for the people and work that matter. Every day is a battle between what matters and what doesn't. Every hour you waste is gone forever. Every lie you tell yourself is a piece of your soul surrendered. Live ready, not ready for death, ready for life. Because real death isn't when your heart stops beating. Real death is when you stop showing up. Stop feeling, stop daring, stop loving, stop becoming. Final mindset. Death is coming. You can't control when, but you can control how you meet it. Meet it as someone who lived with eyes wide open. Meet it with your hands calloused from building. Meet it with a heart that loved without fear. Meet it with no apologies, no excuses, no wasted breath. You are mortal. Good. Now live like it matters. You don't just build your life in the morning, you build it in how you end each day. Most people collapse into their beds, numbed, distracted, exhausted by nothing. A Stoic finishes the day with clarity, like a warrior cleaning his sword. Here's how. 1. Review without regret. At the end of the day, ask yourself, where did I act with courage? Where did I shrink out of fear? Where did I live with virtue? Where did I betray my own code? Not to punish yourself, not to spiral into shame, but to sharpen, to prepare, to grow. Reflection without regret is the Stoic way. Learn, adjust, move forward. 2. Forgive yourself relentlessly. You fell short today. Good, you're human, you're in training. Self-hatred is ego. Self-forgiveness is discipline. The Stoic doesn't wallow. He acknowledges, corrects, and recommits. Fall down, stand up faster. 3. End with purpose. Before sleep, whisper to yourself, yes, I did my best with what I had today. Tomorrow I will do better. Sleep clean, not because you were perfect, because you showed up. And that's all life ever asks. Final nightly mantra. You lived by your code. You fought your battles. You corrected your course. You are building your fortress. Brick by brick, breath by breath. You are becoming undeniable. Sleep well, warrior. Tomorrow, we fight again.